Okay, I heard all of you guys out. You all wanted me to draw Zoe. I mean, it makes sense. I did draw the other girls. So, I'm gonna do Zoe in 4 different art styles today. We're gonna start off with the first quadrant. And that one's my favorite. It's always been my favorite, and that's because we're just gonna do it in a cartoon form. The show itself is already a cartoon anime show, but I'm just gonna do my highlights and shadows like a cartoon style. If you don't know who Zoe is one of the main 3 girls and a member of the K-pop girl group who secretly battle demons. She is portrayed as cool and edgy, and I think that's why I like her the best out of all of them. But with that being said, I want to know, who is your favorite character? It might not even be any of the girls. My all-time favorite character from the show is Derpy. But I do really like Zoe because of her spiritual knives with lethal precision, capable of conjuring, throwing, and even controlling telekinetically. And she also possesses spirit vision, letting her be able to detect demons. Now, knowing all that is why I wanted to draw Zoe today, along with all of the comments I got. Let's be done with the first quadrant and move on to the second, which I like to do because I think it makes the characters look so cool. But I'm going to be drawing Zoe as a demon. Now, I know she isn't a demon, but this is how I would envision she would look if she was. But then I grabbed this marker. I thought it would be the perfect color for the demon skin shade, and it didn't work. So now I'm using this one. But once this one dried up a little bit, it got to be too dark, and I hated it. I honestly hated it so much. So I went to Posca. Posca never fails. This is the marker I will be using. We'll see how it looks, but I think that dark purple will look good as the actual patterns around her face. All the sharp, jagged lines. But this purple is covering it up perfectly, and it doesn't even look like I ever messed up. That's what's so cool about Posca markers. They're so opaque. They can layer on top of something, and you'll never even know there was something underneath to begin with. While I was drawing this style, I had just woken up, and it shows with how many times I messed this style up, but it's coming along great now. With the demon style, they normally have yellow, orange, reddish eyes, and I really wanted to do that again in today's video, but when I went and looked at Gino, I realized he didn't always have the yellow eyes when he was a demon. So knowing that, when I'm doing this, I'm just going to give her normal eye color, which is going to be brown. The dark blue I'm using as the base coat of her hair, because I don't really want it to just be an all black hair. I think it might look cooler this way. And then the purple is supposed to be highlights for her hair. And then right there I added a little bit of black to give it some shadows. Now it's time to do her brown eyes. And now that we're done with all that, let's go ahead and start the outlining process, which is the best part by far in any style that you do. It literally pulls the whole piece together, like putting that last puzzle piece in when you're doing a puzzle. I mean, just look at how crazy the style looks. And here in about 10 seconds, it's gonna look like 10 times different. Not gonna lie, I'm getting extremely hungry. I just had a 10-hour shift at work, and I took a nap. It's time for dinner, but my wife isn't here yet, so you know what? I think I'm gonna go get a snack after this style. Let's see what I get. Oh yeah. Let's move on to part number 3, which is gonna be the X-ray effect. But first, it's time to make a pizza. Now this isn't supposed to be my dinner at all. This is more like a snack. But I've always loved the pizza Lunchables, just little pepperonis. Everything is so perfect on it. And I'm so hungry. Yep, that hit the spot. Now let's move on to part number 3. Like I said, it's gonna be the X-ray effect, but first things first, we're gonna have to do this in the cartoon effect. Pretty much that top left quadrant, but just down here. Which I chose Zoe in her pajamas for this drawing because I loved the pajamas. The purple PJs with the small little green turtles, they're my absolute favorite pajamas now. But for Posca markers, this is the lightest purple color I have. And you saw the Artex marker I used earlier, the purple was hardly working, so this is the purple I decided to use. I know the shirt is a very light purple, but that's okay. This will work out just as good. If you have made it this far in the video, comment a turtle emoji and who you want to see me draw for next week. I know a new thing I've been dying to draw is Wednesday Addams. The new season, part 1 of season 2 is coming out, or it's already out. I think it might already be out. But anyways, I really want to draw Wednesday. But But you guys have to choose. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to want me to be drawing K-pop demon hunters again, but we've been doing it for quite a while now. And I think it might be time to move on. I think next week will be something different. But if you don't want me to do something different, you need to let me know. And don't forget to comment the turtle so I know you've watched it this far in the video. Now, I just realized I messed something else up. I must still be tired because that triangle should not have been pink. Now I have to wait for it to dry, and then I'm gonna have to go in and make it yellow. Somebody take this marker away from me. I need to go back to bed. But no, we are almost done with this style. Let's just finish up the outlines. And then I can go to the best part about this and draw the X-ray. But come on, you gotta admit, those little turtles are so cute on there. The thing that bothered me is, for some odd reason, I was upset that there wasn't ears on the turtle. But now that I think about it, I don't think they have ears. Anyways, let's move on to the X-ray. Within this X-ray effect, I went the simple route because sometimes the simple looks better. I didn't want to do any styles in the X-ray, so I just am doing a white outline because this is the original X-ray effect. And honestly, in my opinion, I think it went very well with Zoe. Now that we have this completely done, let's move on to part number 4 in today's video. Which, if you guys have been watching my last 4 or 5 videos, I have created a new style. This one is my style and I love it. Please start using it in your 4 style videos. It is my favorite. It's so stupidly simple, but yet it makes the 4 style quadrants look so clean. Anyways, I call it the notebook style. And what it means to me is, everybody in school at some point in their life has gotten bored and started drawing in their notebook. Well, that was always me, considering, I'm an artist. So this style is supposed to represent that. And when you're drawing in a notebook, it's not necessarily a sketchbook, so you don't want a masterpiece. So for this style, you only outline it. No coloring, nothing like that. And like I said, it's my favorite. Everybody start using this style, and if you tag me in your videos, I will comment. It's so cool. I can't wait to make this a trend. I already saw that Shan's Arts did her own personal take of the notebook style. I asked her if she got that idea from me, and she said she thinks so. Anyway, shout out to you, Shan's Art. Thank you for drawing my profile picture as well. You're a talented artist. Everybody go follow her. She is the person that says, I'm gonna draw everybody's profile picture until I reach 1 million subscribers. That's wicked cool. What a cool series. Anyways, now that we're done with this drawing, it is finally time to re-outline all of our quadrant lines. And then when we're done with this, I obviously have to sign my drawing. Can't forget about that because I do forget a lot of the times. And bada bing, bada boom, we are done with Zoe. This was a super fun series to do. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. But we are finally done. Thank you for everybody who's made it this far in the video. I love you, your support, and everything like that makes me so happy, so thank you. Do not forget to like the video and subscribe and possibly share it to your friends. Bye.